Driving around largely populated cities, it becomes increasingly apparent that homelessness is a progressing issue. However, I don't think people realize just how many people are forced to living on the streets. A WAMU online article reported that in January 2018, just under 7,000 people were experiencing homelessness in DC alone. Growing up and living in Annapolis, my family and I are in and out of DC and Baltimore regularly for several different reasons, including concerts, sporting events, and just spontaneous trips. Because of this, the cities have become a very special place for me. The amount of homelessness has always been something I was aware of, but as I grew up, became more of a concern than an observation. Homelessness poses a threat to both the people living on the streets and those who are just around the city. Their unfortunate situations can contribute to the continual decline of our city's safety. Today I will be discussing the issues around homelessness, the effects it has on society, and ways that we can get involved in bettering the lives of those less fortunate. Homelessness is a problem in itself. However, it also poses several different threats. According to Joe Egler, DC has the highest rate of homelessness. He reported 124 out of 10,000 people were experiencing homelessness. Not only is homelessness at an all-time high, it is also increasing. As you can see, the homelessness rate has been decreasing since 2011, and in 2017 jumped up 9%. Based on information from a Social Solutions article, I put together this graph to show you the different categories of homelessness. There was a total of 5,460,000 homeless people. 83,000 were considered chronically homeless, 47,000 were veterans, there were 110,000 LGBTQ youth, and there are over 1,400,000 that were at risk of homelessness. Homelessness is on the rise, and if we don't do anything to help better the situation, it will continue to increase exponentially, causing greater distress on our cities. Homelessness creates an unsafe environment in several different aspects. Amy Donnelly found a positive relationship between the amount of homeless living in a city and the amount of crimes committed. This means that an increase in homelessness equals an increase in crime. She also found that a majority of crimes were committed by homeless men under 35, homeless who have been living on the streets for longer, and those who previously contacted the mental health system. The National Alliance on Mental Illnesses reports 26% of homeless have serious mental illnesses and 46% have severe mental illness or substance issue disorders. A majority of homeless cannot afford health insurance. This means they are forced to living with no treatment and no medication. This can cause the homeless to make rash decisions, which consequences could ultimately affect others in the city. Now that you see the negative effects, let's look at a charity that is working to help resolve the devastation. One organization that is helping to prevent homelessness is the Friendship Place. It began in 1991 when DC's government opened up a shelter in Northwest Washington. People in the area did not think that homelessness was an issue, and they reacted very negatively. A group of concerned DC residents searched and found over 100 homeless men and women. They proceeded to open a drop-in center and 5 shelters. By 2011, the charity had spread throughout DC, Maryland, and Virginia. The Friendship Place's main goal is to better the lives of homeless and those who are at risk of homelessness. They do this by finding housing and jobs that lead to a healthy lifestyle for those. FriendshipPlace.org estimated that they ended or prevented homelessness for 1,500 people and served over 3,600. In 2017, they reported 996 were hosted in their drop-in clinic, 722 people were provided housing, and just under 300 were found jobs. They received $12 million in revenues, and the total expenses for the organizations were just under $11 million. They also received $200,000 worth of goods and services. Now that you are aware of how the Friendship Place operates, let's look at the benefits of supporting the charity and ways to get involved. Helping the charity, people play a huge role in giving homeless people an opportunity to rebuild their lives. The more homeless people that obtain jobs in houses means that there are less people on the street, meaning that it eliminates the threats of injuries and deaths due to accidents caused by homeless people. This results in a safer community, cleaner streets, and overall happier people. You can get involved in the charity by attending one of their monthly open door sessions, which educates the community about the issues and ways that they can get involved. They also host yearly friendship walks, which raises awareness and money for the organization. This involves a 1.5-mile walk around the National Mall, which could give a homeless person a second chance at life. They also do annual winter warmths, where they collect winter gear and give it to homeless people. Now that you know how to get involved, let's wrap things up. Friendship Place works hard to help people rebuild their lives and create safer cities for everyone. No one wants an unsafe environment, and no one wants to see others suffer through life. I encourage everyone to attend an open doors meeting to better educate themselves about the issues, and also this winter to donate at least one item to their winter warmth. Thank you.